Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and in this video you can see that we're going to take a look at the crystal healing oracle cards. They're not oracle. I'm so sorry. They're crystal healing card deck. And the reason they're not oracle is because we use them in a very different way. And if you like crystals, and you are in tune with your chakra and you're looking for a tool to help you with energetic balancing, etc., then this video is for you, so stick around. If you're looking for oracle and tarot, then this is not one of the usual decks that I take in. The reason that I have taken this in is because, well, I can see that it has legs. It could be something that could be really helpful to all of us, actually. And who doesn't like crystals? Most of us do, actually. So this, I'm going to spend a lot of time going through this. So this is, well, a lot of time talking through the cards rather than this. More time, shall I say. So this is the box. There's nothing inside it because I've taken it all out. And it just says on the back, 64 cards. So there are 64 cards, which are in essence 64 crystals. That's how it works. You can tap into this. This is about the healing power of the crystals with 64 illustrated cards. Each one has a crystal, and then it has the meaning of the crystal or the metaphysical properties, if you like, really, together with an affirmation at the bottom. So you can see what we're getting into here. And this is by Uma Silbey. I highly rate it, actually. It's really, I was quite taken aback with it. So it's got a book with it. And as you might expect, at the beginning, you've got the introduction about crystal healing, training yourself to feel vibrations, chakras and subtle energy. And then it goes into the various crystals, but they actually separate them by chakras. So let me just see if I can, especially if I show you by cards, actually. So you'd come in, for example, this is a picture of the card. That's what the card looks like in the book. That's the actual card. And then the card and the message. So it's in everything. And if you understand chakras, then you'll understand that we're about to have a bit of a colour session. So this is how to use the card deck. Oh, it comes with a lovely bag. This is so tactile. It's one of the softest, you know, like those baby soft toys. It's like one of those. And that's what it sits in. So you have a bag, a booklet, and the box. Then this tells you how to do them. So you center your energy while holding the deck in both hands, like that. Focus on the illness to be healed, the relationship to the method, or your own self-care and empowerment. I would say, you know, as with everything, I always say that, you know, you can use these we use crystals as a tool to help us. And you can always, you get a sense, sorry, I've lost my words, and it's because you get a sense for how to heal your chakras. You'll feel if something's blocked. This tells you how to do it, but I'm going to explain it to you. So basically what happens is, if you're used to stepping into being in tune with your body, then you have a general feeling of like a tightness or an unwellness within your body in a certain area. And there are 7 chakras that run through the base of the spine up through to the crown. And you'll feel a tenseness or a tightness in a certain area means that chakra is blocked. So, for example, the root chakra, which is the base one, is usually we've got like back problems, lower back though, and it's a way to help you really kind of tune in, because if you've got something wrong with that area, there is a belief, and I firmly believe it. For example, if you've got a sore throat, it's because you're not speaking up for yourself. So we tend to say that there's a metaphysical reason why you have these symptoms, and you can help yourself by trying to clear any blockages in your chakras by using crystals. So these cards are divided into chakras. So you can see on the back you've got heart chakra. So you've got all of the heart chakra cards. I'll go through each one of them. So you've got the heart, you've got the throat. You can see I've already looked at these, and so I haven't actually put them back in order. You've got the third eye chakra. And then you've got the crown. I'll put them in order in a second. Then you've got the earth, and pop that to one side, the earth, and you've got your root chakra, the sacral, and then you've got the solar plexus. So you've got The base one is the root, your root chakra. And that's at the base. Sorry, they're a bit sticking together. Right, okay. So with the root chakra, this is where you feel, if your root chakra is blocked or you need to kind of heal it or help with the healing of it, you'll feel frightened, afraid. There'll be a sense of vulnerability and you won't feel safe. And that's because the root chakra roots you to your ground. It makes you feel safe, stable, secure, and it makes you feel as if you belong. So if you have any issues around that, then actually it's a really good idea to work with crystals that are like this. So you have the bloodstone, and this is the physical qualities of the stone. So it will say, for example, that's the bloodstone. It does blood and detox. The physical qualities is it harnesses Earth's life force to promote regeneration. And then you have the emotional ones as well. So a combination of green and red helps ground heightened spiritual awareness in physical reality, provides nurturing, helps clarify emotional confusion, improves confidence, courage and motivation. Courage for me being the optimum word there. So then you read, you contemplate it, and then you read, I release all physical and emotional toxins. So that's how these cards work. And in the root chakra, you've got bloodstone. Sorry, they really are sticking on, because you know I've got problems with my hands, but they are sticking together a little bit here. They won't do once you've used them a few times. It's just me. So those are the root. And then you move up to the sacral. Now, sacral is all about our trust, and it's about how we relate to other people. So it's our relationships. If we have issues with trust, the sacral chakra is usually, this is our reproductive side, reproductive chakra. It's where we, where we mate and we reproduce, and where we learn about these one-to-one relationships. It can be friendships, it can be anything. If we have issues with trusting people at a deep level, then, the sacral is always a good idea to, it's where, see, amber is fertility, so it's there. And then you've got the meanings and so you've got amber, and the colour is orange, obviously. So you've got orange, aventurine, calcite, carnelian, and I'm going to selenite and sunstone. So you have all of these cards. We're going to go through each of these cards, and I'm going to tell you how she suggests that you use them. But you don't need to buy the crystals, because she says that you can actually use this as in place of a crystal. If you think of it in the same form as when people say, would you like some healing? And you can have distance healing. Well, it still works. You don't have to be right in front of it. It's the same sort of thing, because an awful lot is about intention. So we've got now the solar plexus. So this is about our self-worth. So what we believe about ourselves. If you have low confidence, if you don't think you're worth, the I am worthy, then this is a really good chakra to work with. So you've got yellow targazite, yellow aragonite, jade, citrine, calcite, and old rutilated quartz. So those are the crystals that work with that chakra. And then you move up to your heart. It's quite a lot for heart. And that's because we are all humans. Our emotional body is primarily about the heart. So this is where we really feel things, and this is where we can materialize things in our lives. So the heart is, everybody thinks that it's about the mind, but it's not. It's how we feel about things is what we tend to draw to us. So the heart chakra, it's very common for the heart chakra to need a good cleansing. Okay, and this is all about the colours for this are green and pink. So you've got the green tourmaline, peridot, lepidolite, pink kunzite. I can never say this. Chrysoprase. Emerald. It's fairly new to me. I've actually got a nice piece of that. Emerald, green calcite, green kunzite, malachite. I love malachite. Pink tourmaline, rhodochrosite, rose quartz. We love rose quartz. Sugilite. Don't know how to say that. Watermelon tourmaline. So those are the crystals that represent the heart chakra that she's got in the deck. And then you have the sky and the earth to one side. I'll do that in a second. Then you have the throat. And this is when you aren't speaking up for yourself. You're not standing up for yourself. If you get lots of sore throats, you really find it difficult to use your voice. And this is the blue colour. So you've got aqua aura, blue lace agate, chrysocolla, larimar. This is fairly new. I never really knew much about larimar, but I've seen that quite a lot lately. Turquoise and turquoise amazonite. So those are the throat ones. Then you've got Third eye. It would have helped if I'd have put them in the right order, wouldn't it, really? Third eye, this is your intuition and your psychic ability. So you see this is the astral. This is beautiful blue. So you've got azurite, the astral crystal. And then you see I am also an astral. You can see that they relate to the, well, obviously they do. They relate to the chakra. That was what would be the point in them. Bruce sodalite, celestite. This was one of my first ever crystals when I started working psychically. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Iolite and lapis lazuli. I've got my lapis beads here. This is what I use when I'm tuning in. I just use those to meditate on. So you can see that those are the throat. Then we have the crown, which is our connection to our divine. So this is all, we're kind of, this is where we connect to our higher self and the higher dimension. So this is white, white coral, amethyst, charoite. It's the trouble with these crystals sometimes, I don't know how to pronounce them. Purple chalcedony, purple fluorite, purple jade. I've got a piece of fluorite here. And fluorite is brilliant actually for helping you with mental confusion. If you struggle to stay focused, which I do sometimes, you can hear me in the videos, and this really helps. Purple jade and purple kunzite. So you've got all of those, and then you have the ones. This is where it works outside of your astral body. So this is beneath the ground, so the earth chakra, so the roots of the tree. You can see you've got a tree and the roots of the tree, and you've got red tiger's eye, tektite, obsidian. These are what ground you in life. Sorry. Onyx, black tourmaline. It's one of my favourite crystals, black tourmaline. Actually, I like all of them. And if you love crystals and you like crystals, and if you're still here, then it's because you like crystals like me. So none of these will be, you might see one or two that you think to yourself, okay, I don't know what that is. Shungite. I think in the last few years, we all have masses of shungite in our home and to help protect us from the EMF frequencies. A funny story, actually, I put a triangle on our router and it wasn't working properly. And I had no one to blame but myself. Smoky quartz. So that's the root. And the sky. I'm getting in a fluster here. Sorry. The earth. Let me put that back in there. I really should have prepared this earlier. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Then you've got earth chakra. So that's those ones there. We went through those, didn't we? Tektite. And then obviously the one that I got wrong there was the red tiger's eye, which is actually a root. And then sky. So this is like you really are in the heavens here. So this is amongst angelic energy. This is amongst the divine. So you're at the top level here. So you've got white howlite, white moonstone, clear quartz, the Herkimer diamond, selenite, and white coral. So these are all the cards. And then what you do is if you have a particular area that you want to work with, like say, for example, let's say the heart. Should we go for heart? Why not? Let's do the heart. Okay. So you take the heart chakra. I tend to work with my solar quite a lot. If you ask me to wear yellow, I would probably cry, which is why I've got a piece of citrine here. And amethyst, I need healing. Not healing, calming. Well, I don't actually need calming, but it keeps me calm. So what you do is then, say for example, you pick a particular chakra, and then you place your hands over it, and you concentrate and focus on your energy. That this is the chakra that you feel there's a misalignment with. You'll feel discomfort in that area. You'll feel tightness. You'll feel just not settled. A lot of people with the solar plexus, you just feel like you can't. With the heart chakra, you can't breathe properly. It feels like you just can't breathe. With the solar, you struggle to digest life, you usually have IBS and problems like that. And it's because you don't believe you're worth a lot as a person. And that's, you are one of a kind. We all are. Please forgive my crooked hands. Right, okay, so you hold it in there and you obviously say, this is the area I want to have help with. And then you can give them a little shuffle while you're contemplating on it, or you can place it upside down like this, or you can go like that and go, okay, I'm just going to randomly pick one. You could do that. then I need some green tourmaline. I'd read through and make my statement. The other thing you can do, and that she suggests, is that the author of the book suggests that you actually put this face up. So imagine your body is on the ground, you're lying down, and you place this over your heart chakra if you don't have the crystal itself. So that's wonderful, because you've effectively got 64 crystals now. So you do that. The other one you can do, which is one we usually do with crystals, is you literally pull them all around like this, and you go, okay, say to yourself, okay, which one do I feel drawn to? So make them so you can see them all, and then just feel drawn towards one. I like this one, so I would feel drawn towards this, and it says about money. And we could all do with decidedly more of that these days, don't you think so, with this cost of living, whatever it is. And it says, I am prosperous. So you just keep saying that to yourself. So that's, that's how you use the cards. I'm sorry that was a little bit jumbled, because I should have made sure they were all in the right order. But, life sometimes works in mysterious ways. So maybe it will help to realise that actually even I'm fallible. So I would say a must. I love it. I really do. And I can see the benefit of having all of these crystals at your fingertips. There's your little card book. And that's how I would use them. And I'm sure that's how she intended them. So these are the Crystal Healing cards by Uma Silbey. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. And if you're still with me, then thank you very much for your patience. Okay, bye-bye.